That was so weird. But we're back. Yes, we're back. And you can hear the sound now. So it just makes things easier so we can actually react to, like, Wriothesley. I'm sorry, I didn't realize the sound wasn't on the whole time. That's so annoying. Oh. Take better stick. This song's about to be stuck in my head all night, just to let y'all know. Bow, 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 bow. Let me change the music here. Just waiting for it to load. Okay, there we go.
Oh my god! Oh. So amazing,
Oh my god!
man!
Thank you so much for the song!
Gotcha, man!
2 months, let's go! How are you? I'm doing well. This is my Blair cosplay. I have her hat that fell off my head earlier. And I'm still working on her curls. So this is just what it looks like for now. But how are you? We just got the boy, the man, the big thick daddy. Okay, we are going to pause this music though because I do need to take a full listen to this because we are about to react to all of the audio. I just wanted to make sure you guys could actually hear it. Oh, that's not it.
Hello, please try to quickly summarize your intents and goals for this meeting. Oh, you're not here for business?
Oh, we love
Just
a
makes me even more
businessman.
nervous. All right, then perhaps we should sit down and discuss things in a little more detail. Oh, and you can call me Your Grace. That's what they all call me down in the fortress, and, well, I kind of got used to it.
Respectfully, at all times. Respectfully, at all times.
Have you ever seen these stickers on my back? Do me a favor and take them off. Malazines like to play pranks sometimes. I once considered keeping some pets in my office, but soon gave up on the idea. It's just not right to keep small animals where they won't be able to see the sun.
You know, sometimes some of these audio things, he sounds like an old man. I'm not gonna hold you. Like a good, proper old man who makes money.
A word of advice.
He sounds rich.
Don't break the law. Is there anything else? Yeah, seriously. Don't break the law.
Didn't he break the law? Or was that just from a fanfic and it wasn't made up and it wasn't real? Anyway.
Ah, it's raining? That's all right. A real problem would be if we could feel water dripping on our heads in the fortress of Meripede.
Oh, yeah. That would be a huge problem, actually. Oh, you're watching football? Yeah. Everyone's asked me if I would work today, and I was like, nope. And they're like, you don't even watch football. And I was like, nope. No, I don't. But it is my day off, so no. My weekend's been good. This is my only day on the weekend. So I just mostly cleaned, studied, and here we are, Genshin. And then after this, we're gonna go back to studying. When thunder strikes.
You know, they say if you're scared of the thunder, it's really because you got something else to hide.
What? Oh, you did not. The way that he finished that sentence and how deep his voice got afterwards. Am I bugging? Is it me? Is it me, y'all? Listen.
You know, they say if you're scared of the thunder, it's really because you got something else to hide. This is a different kind of cold than what I'm used to.
I hear. Okay, good. It's not just me. I'm not going crazy.
They say there's nothing new under the sun, but somehow a picnic in the warm sunshine never gets old. Morning. What do the papers have to say about today's weather forecast? The coupon cafeteria is probably crowded right now. I'll have someone deliver the food straight to my office. Huh, is it evening already? I could have sworn I had just had my afternoon tea.
I cannot stand this man has like tea all the time.
Good night. I'll be staying up for a little while yet. Want to run some numbers while everything's nice and quiet.
Numbers? What numbers?
People have this tendency to see me as an all-knowing figure with mystical powers. In reality, I'm just one man with 2 eyes and 2 ears. How can I possibly know everything that's happening in the fortress of Meripede?
So this is not ears. That's just the way that his hair is. Since I can see his actual human ears.
You want a tip on how to escape from the guards? Just give yourself a name that's really long and difficult to pronounce. They'll be stumbling over your name as soon as they try to announce that you're under arrest.
I don't think you should be giving people that loophole. What the heck?
If a man will not work, he shall not eat. That phrase has been on the walls of the fortress of Meripede for as long as anyone can remember. I don't know who first came up with it, but it's been pretty useful in the underworld.
But also, sometimes he also, like, things like that, right? He sounds like a Gen Z who's finally in the office, you know?
As a general rule, the less a person sees of me, the happier their life is.
I beg to differ.
Boxing? To me, that's more of a necessity than a hobby. You got any suggestions for actual hobbies? I usually take some milk with my coffee and 2 cubes of sugar with my tea. You ever had one of Sijuin's milkshakes? The taste that comes to mind is... what's that flavor? Desolation.
Oh?
Whew, what a perfect blend of flavors. I could never have made this myself.
Sorry, I'm
lovely.
just...
I'll be sure to treat you to something next time.
Oh, I don't think he liked that. The way that he said lovely.
Lovely. I'll be... Please excuse me. I'm gonna brew a cup of tea. Our tradition says that all children of Fontaine are born amid their parents' wishes and blessings. But I'd like to think that all children are born from such wonderful feelings. Anything that I can say to celebrate your birth would feel a little trivial next to that, right? Unfortunately, I won't be able to reduce your prison sentence if you were to commit a crime. The only thing I'd be able to pull off would be a special welfare meal for your birthday dinner. With all that in mind, why don't you try to respect the law a bit more around your birthday, so we'll be able to celebrate somewhere nice on the surface?
Don't do crime on your birthday. He can't treat you out to a fancy meal.
Let's begin.
Oh, that's what we're waiting for.
Don't run away now. A moment, please. Have a safe trip. This could get a little chilly. Stay cool and face your guilt. Ah, this wasn't locked. How convenient. I'd take it if I were you. I'm sure it'll come in handy. All unclaimed articles should be turned in, so neither of us saw anything here, right?
Hey, you heard that? Are you breaking the law, sir?
No need to fear. No backup, huh? Fine by me. Time to improvise. Step back. Get to the infirmary. Sorry, I couldn't protect. Instead of going big, guess I'm going home.
That's a pretty good line.
I have no objections. Going easy on me?
It's always the hits.
Going easy on me? Not bad. Let's get to work. You got a side job for me? Sure thing. Yeah, I'll do my best, but I can't guarantee a victory.
Okay, so are these... That's not his ears. No, that's just his hair. That's just the way that hair is. Bro, you got gray hairs? My bad, I didn't realize. Okay, anyway. Let me... I have characters that have more constellations. Let me get those out of the way. Oh my gosh, I thought I had finally C6 Dory. C5 Dory now. Whoa! Yay! Just what I wanted. And I think that was it. Okay. Alright, buddy. I'm gonna have to switch you out. Back to my main team for the moment, just because I do not have Fontaine. Here's his built, as you can see. So this is my main team, and then I'll just give Wanderer back his weapon. And then we'll continue the story quest and see how far we get. Oh, ooh. Sorry. It was like one of these work, man. I'm kind of hungry. I think I saw a bag of chips. I be having a lot of snacks around. There it is. My baggies of chippies. Oh, okay.
Too slow. Squall and Fury. Too slow. The wind rises.
Is this the infirmary? Okay, yeah, it is.
He's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Lenny. Lynette.
We're all here.
Where am I?
The infirmary at the Fortress of Meripede,
Hello,
Mr.
Otaku.
Fremine. And you are no longer in any danger.
How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it. Pipes.
I wonder if we're gonna
Right,
see
the pipes.
Arlecchino
It's
in this
all
story
coming
quest
back to me
more.
now. I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned. Where could Master Child be?
Yeah, like where did this man go? Oh, Remini. Oh, he's a freaking Claymore user? Shoot. Oh, thank God. I was like, I hope he has one of these. If not, I'm done for.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it? Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to fight anything.
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Okay, so I think I have to turn it while it's down there. I'd assume I would go that one first. There we go. Dang. I was so extra for no reason. Okay, and I guess it's just the water
This is
after
where
that.
the water starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as well.
I hope Child is okay. Oh.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction. There are traces here too. I need to keep going.
What traces is he talking about?
Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What the? My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on? No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Oh!
I can't die here. I have to push on.
Oh, Chlorine literally saved him just in time. She literally got there just in time.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
That's right.
He's not from Fontaine,
I
so he
tried
can't
my
really
best
like
to swim
change
back,
into
but I had
water,
already
right?
put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that, and you know the rest.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Miss Clarande, you say? I must go thank her in person.
After you're feeling
You're
better.
still too weak for Monet.
Not right now.
You can go after you've had some more rest. Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Wriothesley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
Yeah, it's about time he actually
Yeah,
told
right,
us what's
like, bro.
going on. Wanna come with us, Lenny?
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Well, he just saw all his siblings died.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
I don't have
In
siblings, so I
that
don't know how
case,
this feels.
I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Thank you.
Before I like accidentally die. Like the last time. No, I get to listen to more of his voice.
Too slow.
Excuse me.
I take it Mr. Fremonet's condition has stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegewien?
I wanted to check up on Miss Clarande. How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Wriothesley?
Oh, alone time with Wriothesley.
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
You could enlighten me as much as you want.
Where should I begin? How about
sorry.
you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave.
Oh, I'm cosplaying
As
Blair
for their
from
specific goals,
Soul Eater. I just don't
I
have my
only
hat
figured
on.
those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals. Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went, so I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Linny's group would just do your work for you!
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremine has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome
Take care of
matters.
myself.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
Oh. Come on.
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, right! Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Cloran down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremine was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already. That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremine.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
I've heard a lot of hard truths.
Follow me.
Where we going? I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm sorry. Where am I going? Watch it still be in his office. I just wasn't paying attention. Imagine I left his office and it was in his office. It's in his damn office. See? See? It's me again. Hello, Draco. How are you? What's up? My eyes have twisted. Okay. We're playing Genshin Impact on Twitch. Finishing, maybe we'll finish the damn story quest. What? Bruh.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Wriothesley.
Mm-hmm.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is.
Hey, listen, I'm just here for vacation, buddy.
Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
Where are we going?
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special. What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone.
What is inside?
Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Oh, alright, Wriothesley. What the hell are you hiding in this big place with this big... freaking... Oh, I'm looming!
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
He really doesn't have to show us this. He's just showing it because he has a crush on us. I accept that fact.
Whoa. They all just went up one by one.
Go on, have a look.
Stop, you're scaring me. You won't tell me the answer. Go on and have a look. Are you? Oh my gosh, long time no see. We got the boy. We got Wriothesley. And Dia, because I lost a 50-50. And we're still working on the story quests.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally, I would have ignored it.
I've never seen that word
But
before.
I happened to have some free
Infinitesimally.
time when I noticed it, so I investigated.
I've been good. I've just been
Any
at
guesses
school,
what the reading
working,
could be
man.
tracking?
I stream once a week now. Water pressure.
Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all.
It's
Later
reading the
on, a few
primordial
more
sea
possibilities occurred to
water.
me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising. Yes.
But
That's
where
very
is it
likely.
coming from?
But forget about the two of
You
us!
never played Genshin
Now
before.
even
Oh,
Neverlook knows where the
I just got
primordial sea
that
could
man
be,
that we're
much
talking
less
to.
where
He's
we
the
could
newest
find and plug
character,
a
and we
leak.
got him.
Oh. Oh!
So sexy.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us.
Yikes.
The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all. Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
I wonder why. Like, what's causing that?
That's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any
My
traditional
contacts
sense.
keep going sideways.
What we know about its history
It's
has
just
been
me
left to us
blinking.
by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began
Sound
to
is a bit
repent
off.
and prayed
Yeah,
to
it
the
happens when I stream
Hydro-Archon,
for a long
asking
time
if
on
there was still
TikTok.
anything they could do. The Hydro-Archon took pity on them and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro-Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro-Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on,
Have you been playing Nikke
people also
lately? Of
realized
course,
that the
I play it every
fortress
day.
was a
I
lonely
only do
place.
dailies though.
Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar
No,
of
I
Fontanian
didn't.
society.
I ended up
as
getting,
that place where criminals deserve to be sent.
Modernia?
Now and again, researchers manage to break one
But no,
law
I didn't
or
get the new
another
girl
and
yet.
live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Oh, hey, Deku.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea. To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually
I like her.
witnessing
She's
it in
super
real
cute.
time.
Yeah,
the
I
third.
know. I just like every single character they bring out.
Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something.
It's so scary.
This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our
Oh,
last
those
round of
two.
experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone.
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
Even though
No
she's
need
blind.
to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute.
Oh.
He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin? Oh, good. Saves me a bit of time
I don't know who the
explaining.
hell Edwin is, I'll be
Edwin's
honest.
main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters.
I just said yes so
As
we
his
wouldn't
assistant,
talk
Jurier is
about
quite
boring
familiar
things.
with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the Fortress of Meripede?
Ah, what a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Hey, howdy, Major. Alright, let's see what's behind
There's
this
another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
Okay, we've never been here before. It's our first time here, sir. What are you talking about?
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
Ooh, the way his voice dropped, he really got me.
What a huge ship! This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontanian history?
None.
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster. Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. All right, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on,
He
I'll
didn't
take
even let
you
me
back.
answer. Okay. Yeah, bring me back. I'm gonna get lost. Man, the heat's coming on. Come on, bro. I'm cold.
I'll leave you here for now.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
All right. We're not done with the story quest yet. Do you know who is done with the story quest for tonight? Me. I am. I am. So, we're gonna call this a night. Since I've had to do 2 streams, technically, 2 hours roughly.
There's no such thing as
I will
pure
see you
freedom in
guys
this
next
world.
week.
Even the wind
Next week
cannot
should
blow
be
on
better,
forever.
and I should be on a lot longer because I should not have any exams coming up. Yes, thank you so much for popping in. Sorry guys, at the end it got like real quiet. I was so into it. Hopefully by next time you see me, I will have a mostly built. Because now I gotta build him. But a mostly built Wriothesley. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much. Oh, jeez. I will see you guys Later.